While we wait for Blackmagic to get the autofocus system up and running for those who have been following along, we just got a firmware 10.0 update from Blackmagic today. This firmware update comes with 3 super cool features that I really wanted to share with you guys super quickly. The first one is pre-record, which you can manually dial in as little as 5 seconds before or all the way up to 10 minutes. Now, for those of you who haven't worked with pre-record, basically when you set a camera up to use pre-record for 5 or 10 seconds, by the time you actually press record, it sort of goes back in time and starts your file before you pressed record. This is super helpful for things like documentary work, or when you're just on set and maybe you didn't press record quite hard enough and the action's already begun. The second super exciting piece is the 4-channel audio. Now, those of you who've been following along with all of the autofocus updates, you may have noticed this has been kind of teased in the UI. We haven't had control over this prior to now, but they have officially released 4-channel audio recording. This is super cool on things like the PYXIS because not only do you now have the internal scratch audio, which is basically mono, as well as the single XLR input, which is great to have, but you can also hijack the left and right inputs from the stereo microphone input port on the back of the camera. This is done with a stereo breakout cable and allows you to basically input 2 additional signals. Now, part of why this may be important is backup tracks. So even if you have something like a wireless mic go down, or if the cable carrying phantom power to your on-camera shotgun mic gets a little bit finicky, you'll still have other audio input sources as backups, or at least to use for a sync track when connecting with your audio guy later. Now, while there are other features like camera control REST API commands and mono audio monitoring, which don't really play into my workflow, the third feature I think is pretty interesting is the ability to turn on and off proxy recording if you're into that sort of thing. Now, while I find proxy recording to be a very valuable feature on all the full frame cameras, it is possible that someone trying to eke out just a little more card performance would prefer to have just a BRAW file and all the data bandwidth being provided to get the highest possible quality file that they can recorded in camera. Now, of course, these features are available on the PYXIS bodies, both the 6K and 12K, but it might surprise you to know that they also came out for the URSA Broadcast G2, which is really the URSA Mini 6K. It's not only the only camera from Blackmagic that shoots BRAW, ProRes, and H.264 or H.265. As far as I know, it's the only non-full frame Blackmagic camera that shoots proxies in addition to the BRAW internally. And for those of you who have been using and enjoying my ETTR LUT from previous videos, if you download this new firmware and it wipes out all of LUTs in camera, I have a link below, which is still free as of now. All right, guys, you know the drill. Press the buttons, do the things, interact wherever you can on this video. I'm gonna get back to shooting for my clients as well as putting together my next long form video for you guys, which might be about color grading or possibly about lenses or even lighting gear. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.